Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat on the way in. Oh boy. I hope y'all checked out that link. What does it sound like? What does the Gynocracy sound like? What does it sound like to be an empowered Black woman, to be uninhibited, right? To not have to worry about any stigmas or any negativity coming your way when you speak bold and proud and you're condescending about it and arrogant about it, right? Nobody could tell you what to do, right? You're your own boss, nothing wrong with that, right? But when Black women say they're their own boss, huh? When Black women say I do what I want, what exactly do they mean though? Right? What exactly do they mean? What exactly does it look like? And I think MTR found it, right? Shout out to the brother MTR who found a heavyset Black woman who said the quiet part out loud, huh? And this is what it looks like, Um, loud, well, maybe not so loud. Definitely obnoxious, definitely annoying, definitely arrogant, definitely gaslighting, right? Lying to your face, right? And we're gonna play it in a minute. But before we get to that, first, because we're gonna be playing this, and y'all already know when I pause it, that means we gotta start over. So unfortunately, right? So fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Shout out to MTR. I tried looking for the original. Um, I couldn't find it. I put out the APB last night for anyone who could find the original. I still hope someone can find the original. Because we're gonna have to. This is going into archives. This is what we talk about. This is what is often denied, right? When Black men, particularly Black men in the Black manosphere, speak about this kind of mean, condescending, arrogant way of speaking to Black men that Black women have adopted, it is often said that we're exaggerating, we're making it up, right? We're seeing things that don't exist. And so, once again, fair use. And we're gonna play this. And Mr. Z, we gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about this. Let's see if Mr. Z ain't gonna make it past the first like 15 seconds. I'm gonna just let y'all know that off top, right? Once again, like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat, and let's work through this. Not this is not only about Black men's image. There has to be a conversation about what do Black women mean when they say free, when they say liberated, when they speak about decenter men. They're from Real Talk with Yanni. And we're back. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Let me get a one in the chat if you guys can still hear me. Let me get a one in the chat if you guys still hear me. No, Mr. Z is here. My apologies, everyone. I think you guys still can. Oh yeah, what happened to this? Fair use. Okay, right? Fair use, fair use. So we're gonna play this clip. Um, Shout out to MTR for finding it. If anyone can find this, we gotta put this in the archive, right? We gotta put this in the archive. So let's see if we can get at least past the first 15 seconds. I doubt it. But we'll speak about it on the other end. And here we go.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You're the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm giving up the idea like, yeah, you leading, but You doing what I was gonna do anyway because it's my shit.
Wow.
I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
On this week's episode of Single Women.
All right, we okay. All right, look, I've seen, further on in the clip, y'all will see MTR. I'll show a full body picture of her or videos of her. You get why she's talking like that, but in polite company, we're all supposed to deny it. She's a heavy set sister with average ass facial looks, and she's fake ass arrogant. She's really insecure inside. She a little mean person because this is a way, or excuse me, this is her way of taking her power back, right? We've met these women, right? You stay the hell away from them. They arrogant as hell. They're mean as hell. They the smug look on their face. They think they saying something. Everybody know why they act the way they do, and especially for the men, we're supposed to pretend like we don't. The women only hit them with the truth when they're angry at them, right? But women like this, everybody's lying to her. Everybody with the niceties and the pleasantries, everyone is playing in this lady's face until they get angry at her. Then it's all top of you, and that's when everybody start telling her what they really think. Huh? This is her way of feeling some type of powerful, right? And you do what I say. The house that is mine, ma'am. How many productive men are signing up for that? See, how often do we have that conversation with women like this? We're not talking about a productive man just smashing because you're easy. Ooh, goddamn. Huh? And because you think something's gonna come out of that more than what's coming out of his anyway. You think something more is gonna come out of this than what it is. You've lied to yourself. How many productive men, ma'am, upwardly mobile, productive men writ large, not even just black men, are signing up for you? Huh? It be women like this that be all in Chrissy comments, all in Real Talk with Yanni's comments, all in Paris Milan's comments. Swirler divester chick. Yeah, right. Yeah, because you're pulling a white man of note, or any man of note, to be frank. The arrogance is not real, anyone. She's a trembling, angry, bitter, salty, jealous 11-year-old inside. Huh? This is her way of feeling powerful. This is her way of feel like she has it. It's in her hands. Yawn. Complete yawn, y'all. Yawn. And for a number of women and a number of black women in specific, when you hear them talk, this is how they sound. For all of you um sociologists and social scientists and the ones that do the research and the one that tell us, well, men tend to respond this negative way when they're rejected, but women internalize it. Women aren't the same. Y'all need to take that playbook and torch it. Throw that playbook in the fireplace. Whenever you hear these academics lecturing, or when they're on an interview, well, men are not the only ones going through loneliness. The women are starting to be a little lonely too, but they respond differently. They're not. We don't have to fear any type of physical danger. And yeah, what about mentally? What about the mental toll that they push on their? These women are mental terrorists, if Mr. Z gonna say it. Mental and emotional terrorists. They destroy the environment because their love life is crap. Because who's signing up for this? Especially in America. Look, man, we know why this lady sound like this. We know what country we live in. We live in America, cause she ain't getting no play from any man of note. She's a heavy set black woman in America, let's be honest. She ain't getting no play, y'all. Not from anybody worth a damn. Not from any man worth a damn, white, black, Latino, Asian, or otherwise. Of course, she gonna put on the fake arrogance and the bravado, huh? Of course she is. How else is she supposed to sound? If she didn't sound like this, she would have to be on a lifetime supply of antidepressant pills. If she didn't sound like this, she would consider self-deleting. Huh? How she sound, Z? I'm single and sexy. Why should I care? Yeah, yawn. Huh? Of course she sounds like this. Dear black men, don't take these women like this. I would say first, run the other way. Run the other way. You can't, even if she was fit, even if she was attractive, you can't do nothing with a woman like this. You can't. There's nothing you could do with a woman like this but be prepared for divorce court. That's all you could do with a woman like this. Prepare for she's going to destroy your life. It's never going to be enough. She's never going to be satisfied, and you better believe she's gonna be bragging to her homegirls. Oh yeah, I got him. I got him wrapped around my finger. I get yawn. Huh? I'm glad the women are talking. See, as I've said before, where are the Dr. Umar Johnsons? Where's the FD signifiers? Huh? Foreign man in a foreign land. I guarantee you, you ain't gonna call her no femcel, no nixel, huh? Well, it's not my place, Z. I'm a man. Okay, will Kim Foster do it? Will Juicy do it? Will T Noor do it? Will Nappy Headed Hoba do it? Will Cat Black do it? Huh? Will Herbie do it? What is this woman other than an angry little bitter black woman who hate the way she look in the mirror, and so she's coating herself with this fake ass bravado and arrogance when really she a little broken, insecure 9-year old inside. Look at the smug on her face. That's real. Okay, yeah, that's it. We'll see if she could get a man worth a damn to sign up for whatever she's talking about right now. We'll see. She don't look old. She's young enough. We'll give it another what 2 decades. We'll see. I'm not even gonna give it 5 years or 10 years. I'll give it 2 decades, man. You ain't never gonna get no man worth a damn. You'll get some bum ass dude, bum ass black man, particularly. Maybe a bum ass white dude, if he can live off of you, he'll sign up for the short term. Huh? Who's signing up for this? Anyone? Ma'am, you need to go do your Golden Girls thing with some homegirls. Huh? That's what you're going to be resigned to. Or go do your same sex loving thing. Go find your girlfriend, a literal girlfriend, man. Because no man worth a damn is signing up for that. Huh? No man worth a damn is signing up for that. Nope. Huh? And y'all gives you 1 second if I could. Does she sound any different than this young lady?
As a man, if you don't have house court job, don't look for a woman with house court job. And for the men that complain about women that do that, look for a man that has all three and they don't have all three. We can do that. We are women. You want us. You need us. Y'all want one thing from us. And mad because we boss y'all around because you're a fucking servant. You're a provider, right? You're a protector, right? You're a security guard and you're a goddamn assistant. Know your place. Stop being contradicting and bow down. Because I'm sick of it.
Saint Cyr says, Z, I have her blocked, but my block list is long. I can't find her and remember her name. When I do, I'll send it to you because this isn't her first egregious take. Okay. Okay, thank you. Right. So we're gonna keep on playing, Mr. Z. Gonna try not to pause. Y'all get ready to throw up, right? Y'all get ready to throw up because once again, even if she was more physically appealing, who's signing up for this? What man is signing up for this? You can't do nothing with this. This level of arrogance. I'm glad the ladies are talking because you let some of these Christiany folks speak. You let some of these social designers speak. You let a lot of academics speak, particularly the women. They speak like this is something men engage in. This kind of overt bravado and arrogance, this talk of power, this domineering, I run this, this is mine. Oh no, men speak like this, not women. Huh? Yeah, about that. Let's let her talk.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
Heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like I've given up the idea, like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was gonna do anyway because it's my shit.
Wow.
I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
On this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
the thing is, y'all want a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never gonna be me, and it's fine if you a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not me, and I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's
Wow.
like,
Listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
y'all niggas would tell you, like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just
Mrs. Z about to choke on the laugh. Goddamn. Hey, she said it. Who will shut the F up when I tell him to? Yeah. That arrogant. Oh, I love it. Oh, you know Mr. Z gotta love it. You know Mr. Z love it. Mr. Z grew up as a millennial, y'all, in the 90s. Shout out to all of us millennials, us millennial black men who were tortured by our wayward mothers, and maybe not our actual mothers, but the women that were the age of our mothers, the boomers, some of the absolute oldest of Xers, some of the absolute youngest of silent, maybe no, not really. They weren't fertile, but still, right? Who spoke of women, particularly black women, like no, this is not a thing. The men sound like this. Y'all raised this. This woman is the product of you, Oprah. Goddamn, Z. Huh? You, Gayle King. You, Tony Braxton. You. TLC, she's a product of you. Huh? Uh-oh. You, Vivica A. Fox. You, Lisa Ray. Huh? You hear that arrogance? Y'all realize y'all condemning this lady to a lifetime. And that's why I can't really let my ex go, man, because no man worth a damn is signing up for that. You better hold on to your ex for dear life. Shout out to Obsidian. Who was it that he was speaking on? It was one of them black feminist chicks that years ago she said, I'll never double back to an ex. And then Obsidian found out she had to double back to an ex. And she started backtracking on why she did and da-da-da. And it was one of her name is right there because I done heard it a million times and I've read her in stuff from her and I've actually watched her interview. I forgot who it was or I forgot the name. Yeah, for many of y'all don't got no choice. Dear women, black women in particular, you don't have a choice in the matter. It wasn't me. It wasn't me. It was like one of these journalists, black feminist women. Mary J. Blige, another one. Janet's another one. Y'all condemn women like this to a lifetime because they're not famous. They don't have the looks. They don't have the shape. So they have this arrogant, misandrous attitude towards men in general, black men very specifically, and no one's signing up for that. The most she could do for anybody is give them top. But it's not Negroes ain't really trying to smash like that. Not her. Huh? I think it was Feminista Jones. Thank you, Excalibur. It was Feminista Jones. It was Feminista Jones, if I remember correctly. Huh? Let me read Guy Incognito's comment right now. And Guy Incognito says, "This is why Becky wins." And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Babylon X, I did not forget about you. Um, I've heard white women get really close to this too. But to be honest with you, most white women, once they get anywhere near here, they just go same sex loving. They just take the leap to same sex loving. If they have this much contempt for black men or men, excuse me, if they have this much contempt for men, they just take that next step and they start munching on each other. Huh? Black women want to torture you, so they want to have contempt for you. They want to be this domineering because this is how they feel a sense of power. Who else she gonna reign over like this? Ain't no white man worth a damn signing up for this. And I want to be very clear. This is, in her mind, this is her way of taking her power back because she's not a desirable woman. I said it, and y'all know Mr. Z don't be talking like that. We live in America. We already know what people think about black people, black women in particular in the dating market. Then she's heavy set and she's a little sassy, arrogant a-hole. Man, she better hold on to that ex. What other choice does she have exactly? This is what empowerment sound like to her. Pathetic. Yeah, he does what I, and when I tell him to shut the F up, he does it. Yeah, yawn. Pathetic. Oh my God. They're talking. Hey, black women, I'm telling y'all, I'm around black women. For all of us that are around black women, I know many of you, especially for some of you younger brothers, y'all that are around black women like that. You have your mother and your sister, but you're going to a PWI college or university, and you're not really interacting with black women like that unless you have to. I'm telling you, they don't really appreciate how much they're condemning themselves to a lifetime of single. They think they're in there because some white dude is smashing it on them in college. I know, Mr. Z, no, some white guy is smashing on her in college, so she thinks she good. I'm telling y'all, it happens every generation. They gonna graduate. He ain't gonna want to do nothing with her no more. He done, and that's it for her. She gonna spend years celibate, years single. Even if she not celibate, she gonna be spending 2 and 3 years at a time single. Be with somebody who sees her as a situationship. She gonna lie to herself and say it's a relationship though. They gonna be doing whatever they doing for 9 months. She gonna get off that peen, be angry at the world, talk crap and Kim Foster's comments about dude, then do it all over again 2, 3 years later. How does Mr. Z know I'm a millennial? Right? Shout out to all of us younger Xers, millennials. We know this is black, especially black women that look like her. Black women that look like her and sound like her. See, our dads were impregnating women like this. They weren't marrying them so much, but they were impregnating them. When you start getting to younger Xers and millennials, we're not even doing that with these chicks like that anymore. Or we have the baby deletion money on deck at all times. I'm pregnant. No, you're not. Go to that clinic. But for the most part, let's be honest. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing with this chick except get top. If even. If even. Can't do nothing with this lady. This lady would destroy. I'm so glad younger men are listening to women like this and have realized, oh, I can't do nothing with her. And if you think Mr. Z is saying she's irredeemable as a human being, that's not for me to say. As a potential partner, girlfriend, wife, oh, absolutely irredeemable. You can't do nothing with her. I said it. Hey, leave her out there for the white guys. Y'all better leave her out there for the white guys. Say it again, Ed.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung. We got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Hey, dear white Latino men, I know no Asian guy ever in the universe is dealing with her. So, dear white and Latino men, this one right here, we giving her away for free. Y'all could come and get her. She on the curb. Ha! She on the curb. Look, y'all could come and get her for free, bro. I'm not even with the whole 10 toes language, and I know how dehumanizing it sounds. To all the women who hear Z and, oh my God, what is he saying? Look, you can't do nothing with this chick. I know some of y'all love that she sound like this. Y'all could go with her too. Goddamn, Z. You can't do nothing with this. Huh? And once again, fair use, fair use. Fair use, fair use. We're going to play it again. Let's see if Mr. Z can make it past a minute and a half. I'm going to try, y'all. I'm going to try. Right? Fair use, fair use. And here we go, y'all. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Shout out to whoever is signing up for this, though.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I've given up the idea, like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was going to do anyway because it's my shit. Wow. I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
on this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
The thing is, y'all want to bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never going to be me. And it's fine if you bitch that shut the fuck up. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not me. And I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like...
Listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
Y'all niggas would tell you, like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just like, do what I want, and I'll be happy. I always tell niggas, I'm easy to please. You just gotta do what I want. Wow. You just gotta do what I say. And I'm pleased with that. And it's even fine if you make me think it was my idea and it was really your idea. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But you're gonna do what I want.
This is what broken black women sound like, everyone.
I'm so fun. I'm so smart. I'm so sexy. But I am a bossy.
Fake ass arrogant.
I'm bossy. It's okay. I'm gonna have my way, or you're gonna get out my way. You can be a man's man.
Look, y'all, I'm sorry. I made it past where I made it past before, but look, you're going to do as I say, or you're going to get out my way. Look, the bravado is fake, y'all. I'm not saying not to stay the hell away from her. It's a cloak. It's a cloak. It's gold plated. It's not real. She's a broken 9-year-old inside. Z, you keep on getting younger and younger. She's a broken 7-year-old inside. Huh? All of that arrogance is fake. Now, you still got to stay the hell away from her. You can't do nothing with her. But this is her response to not being particularly desirable. Ma'am, let that ex go and let's see what you can get out here. Ooh. I'm not saying you can get no man, but what type of man, what type of caliber? Ooh. Huh? What type of man, what type of caliber? Yikes. All the as all the time she's talking, all Z here is,
respect my authority.
huh? The whole time she's speaking, Mr. Z hears,
Hold on, check me, boo.
huh? All she's saying
That's
is,
true. Yeah, I use drugs. I can do what I want, bitch. Yeah, I have sex and I don't use protection. It's my hot body. I'll do what I want.
oh boy, right? But really, she's just a little broken ass woman inside, pretending to be as this arrogance, by the way, will still get you messed up, dear black men. But it's a cloak, huh? The reason why Z review these things, reason why we cover these things, is because, especially for my age cohort, the over 35s, the under 50s, we were lied to our whole life. Shout out to you, Gen Z. Y'all came of age. Y'all had the internet and social media, and y'all got to the conversation early. And it's going to keep y'all away from so much crap. But for those of us, especially over the age of 35, under the age of 50, America, particularly Black America, pretended like women like this didn't exist. Black men were sperm donors, bad dads, um, um, absentee fathers, horrible husbands, horrible boyfriends, horrible baby fathers, all the negative stereotypes. And when black men will respond, but my baby mom is a woman like this, everybody would speak to him like he don't know what he's talking about. Like that's a figment of his imagination. Like it's not real. The beauty of social media and the internet is that the women don't actually appreciate how much damage they're doing to their own image. And for black women in specific, they don't care. Huh? Black women in specific, they don't care. They said they doing their golden girls life, their golden girls thing to death, children or not. Huh? And shout out to you Gen Z who are staying the absolute hell, especially you upperly mobile Gen Z black men, you younger millennial upperly mobile black men. Y'all are staying the hell away from women like this, whether she's fit and good looking or not, but particularly for the ones that don't have no looks about them. And to you I say,
Now that's how you supposed to drive. From now on, that's how you drive.
huh? Wow. We cover women like this because the way a black men's image has been stomped on for decades by women like this, by black women like this, single or not, children or not, when they get around polite company white folks, they play the ultimate victim of black men. Meanwhile, when they come back to the black community, when they come back, quote unquote, home, they shouldn't have a home. Ooh, goddamn Z. When they come back, quote unquote, home to the black community, this is how they talk to black men. Huh? Y'all see that? I love it. I want to know where are all of the social scientists, the sociologists, the gender studies folks, all the soft sciences. Where are all of you who keep on telling us, well, when men respond, they respond like this, and it's dangerous, and you know, maladaptive behaviors to being single and that and that and that. Unlike the women turn in. What happened? When the women are rejected, they're not as dangerous and that. Huh? They turn in, right? They're self-deprecating this. They hurt themselves when they feel rejected, right? They don't show that outward. Yeah, about that. What happened to all of you? Where are you? The women internalize being rejected, feeling undesirable, right? Yeah, about that. Huh? Yawn. So as she's speaking, she's pretending like she's on some I am confident, I am strong thing. Yeah, but really, that lady dying inside. She's dying inside. And that fake bravado, that's what it is. It's Gara Sandshield. She dying inside. It's not your place to necessarily care about this amazing, beautiful, talented, ambitious, queen, determined woman. It's not your job, dear black men. Let the Dr. Umar Johnsons tell it, it's your job. Nope. Not these insufferable a-hole women y'all done raised, particularly black women in America. Nope. Huh? So y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. We gonna play this one more again. Let's see if Z try to make it at least. Well, if I play it again, then it's gonna restart. Let's see if we can make it the whole frame of this, the whole time. We got to. All right, y'all. Here we go.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm giving up the idea like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was going to do anyway because it's my shit. Wow. I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
on this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
The thing is, y'all want to bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never going to be me. And it's fine if you bitch that shut the fuck up. There's nothing wrong with that. That's not me. And I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like...
Listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
Y'all niggas would tell you like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just like, do what I want and I'll be happy. I always tell niggas, I'm easy to please. You just gotta do what I want. Wow. You gotta do what I say. And I'm pleased with that. And it's even fine if you make me think it was my idea and it was really your idea. That's cool. I'm fine with that. But you're gonna do what I want. And that's it. I'm so fun, I'm so smart, I'm so sexy, but I am a bossy bitch. I'm bossy. It's okay. I'm gonna have my way, or you're gonna get out my way.
Look at MTR's face. Look at MTR's face.
You can be a man's man and like a that boss you around. Where's that guy at? I had one. I don't want him no more, though, for other reasons.
Well,
but that one thing, he ate that one thing.
First off, ma'am, any masculine man worth his weight in salt is just not going to simply allow you to boss him around to the extent of going up to the For You page of TikTok, demonstrating, talking about how you love to boss him around. Secondly, while I'll acknowledge that there's some dudes out there that do like this shit, generally they are son husbands or were son husbands to their mother and now are looking for a second mother within their relationship. My guess is that whatever the issue is between y'all two has something to do with him being a son husband, and son husbands never make for good long-term relationship, although they will honor the shit out of you the same way that they honored their mother. Other behaviors that make your skin crawl or the viscous innards get sucked back up into your ovarian section will begin to rear their ugly head. Let's continue with the crazy young modern heart.
And it's like, it's hard to explain because it's not like I'm not mean. Like, I don't cuss niggas out, or I don't really. Well, hold on. Let me try that again. I don't talk to
Of
men
course
crazy
you-
at all, really, until you get to
don't believe you.
thinking shit is sweet. That's
there you
when I
go.
start to. But you know,
Yeah.
for the most part, it's like, if you're doing exactly what I want, if I say I like flowers every week, and you go get the fucking flowers every week, then I have nothing to complain about. You did exactly what I said do. If I told you I do not drive niggas around, because that's one thing I don't do, why the fuck would you ask me to drive anywhere? Didn't I just say I don't drive no nigga around? Like, listen to the instructions, because they be crystal clear. Like, I'm not the type of
Listen
person
to the
who I
instructions.
communicate exactly what I need.
Jeez.
And the thing about me is, I let a nigga do him. That's the thing. I'm gonna always let you do what you want to do. If it's not what I want you to do, you're gone. That's it. There's no, I'm not complaining, I'm not crying, I'm not bitching and moaning. You
Look at MTR's face.
because I told you. Because I'm bossy. I told you exactly what I wanted and how I wanted it done. You either did that or you didn't. I'm going to let you do what you want to do, as long as it's what I wanted you to do. It could all be so simple. Where it becomes a problem is that men want to do what they want to do. It don't be what I wanted them to do. And they wanted me to stick around.
I just wanted to pause on the track real quick and just show that this video has over 116,000 likes with just 442,000 plays. That like to play ratio is absolutely insane and should begin to paint the picture of how the majority of these modern women today are thinking, or the type of content that they look at in order to feel powerful off of. Meanwhile, never realizing that the content that they are consuming will condemn them to singleness throughout their life, and or that the content creator has some issues and they're utilizing social media as their therapist as opposed to going to a therapist. And alas, I went directly to her Instagram profile and found out,
and doesn't this say everything?
Culprit. Now, I apologize for anybody who's suffering from a high fructose corn syrup epileptic shock right now from the flash of the big backed photos. This is all the same woman, and this is actually her. Let me just pause it right here. So she writes here, watch me lose 120 pounds. Now, while I commend this former big-backed young lady from losing her big-ass back, whatever weight loss surgery, utilization of Ozempic, or even going to the gym, one must ask themselves is what degree of their personality that they are projecting. I'm a boss bee, tell whatever man want to do, no man is worthy with me in a relationship is a direct result of whatever trauma that she experienced,
Betty Big Draws,
that
that's
she experienced with her life. So
Jesus
people
Christ,
watch
that's
her
funny.
TikTok content and think that she's a boss bee. Meanwhile, when I look at this, I see someone who hated herself and did everything in her power to lose her greasy, thick-ass neck. Now, apparently, she's got additional content where she continues to project her insecurities to whatever man that's trying to date her. So let's watch. So this was actually a reply that she got. Can't date a strong masculine man if you are masculine yourself. I wouldn't describe her behavior as masculine, by the way. I would say it's more wounded masculine. Truly masculine men don't talk, act, feel, or behave this way. Let's keep going.
Oh no! You mean I actually have to do things that my partner likes him, do things to keep her happy in order to keep my relationship, and if I don't do what she wants me to do in order to be happy, if she's gonna leave me? That's how y'all sound, you know that?
What?
Like,
Listen to her, bro. That arrogance is on a million, bro. Break the goddamn Richter scale.
That's absolutely not the argument that you're making. It's not that being in a relationship and having to do something. What you said is that you can't bang with a guy that doesn't want to be bossed around by you. Those are your words. But now you're revising the history of what it is that you said before, effectively setting up your own straw man argument to appeal to the masses, to change your narrative. That's hilarious.
To please your partner. Y'all know there's a male loneliness epidemic happening? That's what they've been saying. They've been saying that. And I'll let you know.
So because there's a male loneliness epidemic, and by the way, I have content
We're
on the
supposed
channel
to bow
that
to women like her. That's what she's
by
saying.
Psychology Today. So because of that, then we must adhere to you wanting to boss men around.
Exactly.
Got it.
Exactly, MTR.
If you're only masculine in the presence of no other decision making and no other leadership, you were a
There
bitch the
is
whole
no
time.
two leaderships, lady.
Being smart and decisive and having a big
Thank you,
personality
MTR.
doesn't
Look at
make
his
me
face. Look at his
masculine.
face. Oh,
If
God.
you actually like looked at any of my posts or like my Instagram, my YouTube, you would see that I'm like very feminine,
Yeah. No. We looked at your Instagram.
almost hyper feminine. So
No.
when people say I'm masculine,
This is actually hilarious is that women like this don't even know what femininity looks like.
I'll play the next half in a minute, you guys. First, she's doing the authentic me. I like to be in spaces where I can be my authentic self. This is the crap that they sell in colleges and universities all over America, particularly concerning black women. This is what black women's quote unquote authentic self looks like. I show up as the true me and my authentic self. Huh? Oh, she definitely breaking the Richter scale, Passport OG, in more ways than one. That arrogance is breaking the Richter scale. Fake ass arrogance. Really, she a little trembling ass 9-year-old inside. Huh? She a little trembling ass 9-year-old inside. That weight is breaking the Richter scale. Huh? That attitude and sass is breaking the Richter scale. Oh no, she breaking the Richter scale in more ways than one. Huh? Number one, number two, exactly what MTR was saying. It's this weird form. This is what power looks like to them. I want you to appreciate. For many black women, they feel so put upon. They never consider anyone else. Screw everyone else. They've told themselves that they're on the bottom of the ladder, and so however they respond to everyone else is justified. That's how they justify acting like this and speaking like this. I'm on the bottom of the social hierarchy, so however I talk to everyone, however I act is justifiable because the system ain't crap. There's an argument to be made about that. There's an argument to be made about how crappy and rigged this game is and this system is. But black women take it off on everyone. But specifically, especially black men, straight black men. They reserve most of their ire for straight black men. Evidence, well, by this lady. Evidence by her. Huh? That's the only person where America will sanction her talking all type of crazy. Huh? And talking just like this other heavyset black woman.
As a man, if you don't have house court job, don't look for a woman with house court job. And for the man that complain about women that do that, look for a man that has all three, and they don't have all three. We can do that. We are women. You want us. You need us. Y'all want one thing from us. And mad because we boss y'all around because you're a fucking servant. You're a provider, right? You're a protector, right? You're a security guard and you're a goddamn assistant. Know your place. Stop being contradicting. And bow down. Because I'm sick of it.
Now let's address what MTR said about that like to view ratio. Mr. Z has said this, and this is what I mean by the example that I give, that you don't know which women are listening to Real Talk with Yanni or Chrissy or women like this, right? They're sitting right, you're in your, y'all are listening to me right now, right? You're in your cubicle right now listening to Z. 2 cubicles down is your female coworker that you are aight with. Y'all don't have the best relationship, but she's straight. She's aight, right? You didn't sit at the table with her during lunch a couple times. She's listening to women like Real Talk with Yanni, Chrissy, and this black woman. 2 cubicles down from you right now is a black woman doing that. Huh? Oh boy. And liking the video. Talk about that. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. These are the same women that in 20 years will still be single, still sound like this, and then pass this on to younger black women. This didn't work for her. She'll still tell young black women to do the same thing. And unlike our fathers, like I said earlier, we're not necessarily getting these women pregnant. They don't even have the kid out the deal. Huh? The reason why I played the other clip from BGS is to emphasize this is not just one black woman. This is this is their way of feeling empowered. MTR was 150% correct about that. This is what it looks like to them. This is what power looks like to them. And the only person in our society that America will allow black women to talk like this to and about is black men. She can't pull this with no other group of people. Not white women, not white men, not Latinos or Latinas, definitely not no Asian folks. Black women are only sanctioned and allowed to talk to and about black men this way. And then you wonder why they're so goddamn chronically single in the black community. Huh? Oh boy. What's that brother's comment that I saw earlier? I'm trying to find it. There we go. And Superstar says they sell cantankerous behavior as authentic. Bro, man, the authentic me. I show up as the real me, the authentic me. No judgment. Right? And Telescope says their defense mechanism is to always be on the offense, as offensive as possible. Super obvious. So, yeah, super obvious. Yeah. Huh? Wow. And Indigo says, now I can't hate someone for keeping it real about themselves or begrudge them their desires, but Yitch, please look. Once again, I would argue she means what she says, but really it is a defense mechanism. Defense mechanism. I agree with Telescope 100% on that. Inside, she's really dying. Inside, she's a scared little trembling 9-year-old who feels undesirable because she's undesirable, and this is her way to respond to the world and to black men in specific by pretending she has all this bravado that really she doesn't. She's a little insecure little girl inside. She's a little broken, insecure girl inside. Huh? You saw the smug on her face. You saw how she tried to reframe the argument when she responded as MTR was reading. And I played the other clip that BGS covered, the bow down, because that's really what she's saying. Huh? That's really what she's saying. We're going to play the beginning of that one more again, and then we're going to play the next half of this. But before we do, once again, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use, right? And once again, I couldn't find the original, so we just going to have to cover it from MTR's channel. Shout out to the brother MTR. Y'all like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. For those of you just coming in, this is what we're covering.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
Heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm giving up the idea like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was going to do anyway because it's my shit. Wow. I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
on this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
The thing is, y'all want a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never going to be me. And it's fine if you a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not me. And I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like...
Listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
y'all niggas would tell you like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just like, do what I want. And
So I had to get to the part where she says, "Who shuts the F up when I tell him to?" Yeah. That area, I had to get there so she could say what needed to be said. For all the people who might just fall on the Z's channel, who are gonna lie to themselves and pretend like this is not a thing, that black men are making this up, that this is an exaggeration, that there's a bunch of incels in this space. No, black men in the black manosphere are responding to decades of this. That all of you white feminists, black feminists, all you fake ass hotep brothers and sisters acted that this didn't exist. Y'all kept on sweeping this under the rug while wagging your fingers at your sons, at black men. I hear y'all. I see the brothers in the comments talking about the draft. Every year when there's a draft, and whether it's 18-year-olds or early 20 some odd year olds getting drafted, NBA, NFL, there's always black men, black women. All these black men, they got white girlfriends, and they with non-black women. And why the rich men? Why they always with a black girl? Excuse me, with a white girl or with a Latina? Why? Well, because your daughters sound like this. My daughter don't sound like this. Your daughters think like this. Uh-oh. Crickets now, ain't it? Your daughters feel like this. That's why. Your nieces sound, think, feel like this when it comes to black men. Huh? And this is a good time to read this. And Babylon X is good morning to the Dusties. Your daughters think that black men are Dusties. You want to know why the NFL has so, and we know there's a number of other reasons. We know how the white girls are damn near waiting for the brothers outside the locker room. We already know. We know. But once again, one of the reasons is because your black daughters think and sound like this about black men. Huh? Oh boy. And let me read this again. And Guy Incognito says, this is why Becky wins. This is why Becky. So while your daughters, black daughters, are sounding like that, you want to know how Becky sounds? Z, you don't play it? You haven't played it in a while. Z, go ahead and play it. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. This is how the white women
The
sound.
black kings get divorced, and then what happens? They're like, F it. We're moving on. Snow bunnies are going to clean me right out. So the snow bunnies get on top of things, and they mix, and they have this beautiful baby, and the process continues. So I do find that black kings often go to black queens first, and then they're like,
She said first.
snow bunny time. They'll either divorce them, dump them, and then move on. Swiftly move on. And they'll feel all cleansed, you know? Right. Anyway, on that note, do you like my nails? They're very Christmassy. It's almost Christmas. Divorce season's round the corner, which means snow bunnies warm in January. Yes.
Right. Oh, man. You want to know why? The line said, get on top of things, giggity. Huh? Get on top of things, I feel you, right? She did say that. Meanwhile, this is how a number of black women sound, and they're so loud about it and arrogant. Y'all saw the lady's face? The smug. She told that's a man's man and I caught that. It's a man's man that knows his place and that bows down. Huh? That knows his place and that bows down. And there's more with that comfort. She's not the only one. It's not just the heavy set black women that are talking like that. No, we got more with that comfort. And it's not just the dark skinned black women neither.
If you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is.
I will belittle you. Imagine not, you're angry and y'all have a moment and you say things out of turn that you might not have planned to say. No, she's telling you in advance, if you're broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is. Her words verbatim. Huh? It's not just the heavy set, dark skinned black women or brown skinned black women talking like that. Huh? There's more where that
I
comes
miss
from.
when men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
Protect, provide, and shut up. I miss when men used to protect, provide, and shut up. Dear America, Black America, these are your daughters. These are your daughters that when your sons turn around and bring a white woman or a Latina or an Asian woman to Christmas dinner or to Thanksgiving dinner, huh? When he brings the Latina over from college, you wonder, well, what happened to the black girls? What happened to the black girls? What, a black girl
So
sound
if
like?
you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is.
Huh? That's how the black girls sound. So let's play this second clip. Once again, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Huh? We'll play this second half. Let's see if Z could get through it without pausing early. I doubt it, but we'll see. All right. And let's get to it. And once again, dear America, you can stop pretending like you don't know why so many black men are dating out and marrying out. The women are talking. Black women are talking, and they're letting you know why. Did you hear that, Dr. Umar Johnson? Steve Harvey and their ilk. DL Hughley and their ilk. Huh? And let's
And listen,
continue.
shout out to the MTRs, the women that are practicing true femininity. This is your competition. Fake femininity gurus trying to act like something that in reality they are not.
Based off my personality, I'm like, oh, that's so weird because nothing about my personality is masculine at all. I just use my big brain. I have a big personality. I'm bold.
And a big back.
That doesn't make me masculine. That makes me Alexis. And if you actually watch the video and listen to the examples I listed,
Let's pause. Use my big brain and I just have a big personality. The excuses and the quote unquote reasons why they're such assholes. And that use my big brain, that's some Kim Foster crap right there. How the women speak is as if the men are demanding that they shrink themselves. That's how they frame it. When they're around white women and white men, when they're in polite white company, they speak like, oh, no, the black men, they're so intimidated and they want you to shrink yourself and they want you to get small around them. And they can't take someone with a big personality and, I think a lot and I read and I watch Friends and I want yawn. Huh? No, you're an asshole to black men. It's not that you have a big brain. Once again, it's one of these, black men are intimidated by smart women. Smart black women. We're not intimidated. We're disgusted by assholes. You could keep on hiding behind your quote unquote intelligence all you want. It's not intimidation, ma'am. It's disgust. It's being disgusted. Huh? I use my big brain. Oh boy. They swear they're saying something, everyone. But really it's yawn fest. Boring. You're not saying anything, ma'am. You're not saying anything. You're talking. Talking a lot, not saying much. Talking a lot, not saying a goddamn thing. Huh? Let me read this one now. It's just funny to me. And Mr. Tolbert says, and thank you for the super chat. Dropping you some dusty dollars. Hysterical dusty dollars. Right? Because we dusty out here, apparently. We're intimidated by women that use their big brains. Oh boy, this is so. It's so annoying. It's so boring. It's so tired. It's so stale. It's inaccurate. We're not intimidated. You're not saying anything profound or revolutionary or new or novel. It's just another coping mechanism for why black men of note, black men who are doing anything productive, aren't dealing with women like you. And this is your response, your reaction to it, right? And it's boring. Yawn. Huh? Nothing here. Nothing here. So let's see if Mr. Z could get past
If
this.
you're not gonna do
And listen, shout out to the MTRs, the women that are practicing true femininity. This is your competition. Fake femininity gurus trying to act like something that in reality they are not.
based off my personality, I'm like, oh, that's so weird because nothing about my personality is masculine at all. I just use my big brain. I have a big personality. I'm bold.
And a big back.
That doesn't make me masculine. That makes me Alexis. And if you actually watch the video and listen to the examples I listed, bringing me flowers, not asking me to drive you when I don't like driving men, that's masculine, Miss Daisy. But those are two things that like center around like catering to my desires and making me happy and what makes me feel most comfortable.
Oh, this is manipulation.
And this is the response that men are having to that.
No.
I didn't listen to anything crazy. I didn't say I'm gonna smack you upside your head, even though I might. I might. Some men say, oh, you need an Ike Turner man. You're gonna get a Lorena Bobbitt woman playing them games with me. I always find it
This
so
is
funny
so
when men rebut women expressing their wants with physical violence. You will be in the dirt playing them games with me. I'm not scared of no man.
This is actually dangerous.
I'm scared of no man. And there's 3 types of men in the comments. There's this one, betas posing.
Another one of these chicks who I'll be Lorena Bobbitt messing with, ma'am. Look, ma'am. If you're dealing with any real man, you won't even know it's coming. All that intuition will be out the window. He'll be in prison and you'll be in some box somewhere. Stop. Of course y'all talk to black men like this. It's always some violence talk. It's always aggressive. It's always condescending and mean and rude and sassy. Yes, ma'am, you're right. Stay with your ex. But I don't want to condemn any black man to that. To be frank with you, I would rather send you as a Trojan horse to them non-black dudes. They could have you and you could destroy one of their life. Say it again, Ed.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung. We got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Bruh, Ed is funny as hell throughout this whole clip. But that's a $4 value. That puts me in stitches. The whole thing's funny, but that's a $4. It's hysterical when that nigga say that's a $4 value. That a man. Oh man, hysterical. What can you do with a woman like this? Of course, she focused on whatever comments so she could say, "Yeah, I'll be Lorena Bobbitt effing with me. I'm not scared of no man." Of course, you're not scared of no black man, ma'am. We know what country we live in. People know what the black community is. That's why you got to stay with, ma'am. Come out here, leave your ex, come out here and get a man who earns more than you. Ooh, get him to marry you. Let's see if you could do it. Let's see. That's why I love listening to these women who all of it, they don't want to get married no more. And I'm strong and independent. I don't care about them getting married. I'm going to decent to men. You want to know what the truth is? Because y'all are weak cowards. Y'all don't want to admit, y'all don't got the ovaries to admit no man want to marry your lame ass. It's a bunch of weak ass women walking around here telling you how they don't want to be in no traditional relationship, and they don't, because y'all don't got what it takes. You could frame it however you want to frame it to sound empowering. I'm a decentral man, and I'm still a woman, even though I'm not married, even though I don't have a man. And yawn, huh? Dear ladies, you could frame it however you want to frame it. You are addicted to your negative liberty. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. Right? You don't have what it takes to be a wife. That's cool. Then stay out here for the streets forever, for eternity. Of course, this lady speaking like this to black men. She's a heavy-set black woman in America. How else was she going to speak? She was going to be honest that she's regulated to black men that are not productive or at least don't earn as much as her? Is she supposed to be honest about that? Okay, fine. She ends up with one. Is she supposed to be honest? Like, I got lucky, girl, because I gave up and I ain't know, and he took a liking to me. Do we actually expect black women? Look how honest black men are with everything from passport bros to SYSBM. Look how honest we are with each other. I referenced it the other day. Austin Holloman told y'all, hey, Brazil racist as hell. I'm telling y'all. What's his name? Dunham. Is his name Austin too? Yeah, Austin Dunham, who told you like, hey, we're not white. You have niche appeal. Not the women. All of it is empowerment talk. All of it is, you can do it, girl. You can do it. You can do it, girl. You can do it. You could do it, girl, until they're 50 something, 60 something, 65 and something. Ooh, goddamn, 70 something. All the lottery dreams, my princess lottery dreams, all the fantasy talk. Shout out to you, Chrissy. They run right through that crap in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s. Ain't that right, Vivica? 70s, huh? Compromise for who? For what? Oh boy, yawn. Of course she's talking to black men like this. Of course she went to the violence. She had to focus on whatever comment where she could be like, hey, I'll be Lorena Bob and F it with me. I ain't scared of no man. Oh, ma'am, we already know you ain't scared of no black man. We get it, ma'am. We get it. Boring. Let's see if Z can finish this. Z, you got to go through with it, Z. Go ahead, play it. Once again, fair use, fair use.
And listen, shout out to the MTRs, the women that are practicing true femininity. This is your competition. Fake femininity gurus trying to act like something that in reality they are not.
Based off my personality, I'm like, oh, that's so weird because nothing about my personality is masculine at all. I just use my big brain. I have a big personality. I'm bold.
And a big back.
That doesn't make me masculine. That makes me Alexis. And if you actually watch the video and listen to the examples I listed, bringing me flowers, not asking me to drive you when I don't like driving men, that's masculine, Miss Daisy. But those are two things that like center around like catering to my desires and making me happy and what makes me feel most comfortable.
Oh, this is manipulation.
And this is the response that men are having to that.
No.
I didn't listen to anything crazy. I didn't say I'm gonna smack you upside your head, even though I might. Some men say, oh, you need an Ike Turner man. You're gonna get a Lorena Bobbitt woman playing them games with me. I always find it so funny when men rebut women expressing their wants with physical violence. You will be in the dirt playing them games with me. I'm not scared of no man.
This is actually dangerous.
I'm not scared of no man. And there's 3 types of men in the comments. There's this one, betas posing as alphas. If you're only an alpha if there's no other wolves around, you are a beta. Oh my gosh. I feel like that's not even rocket science. That's very simple. And then you have the men who are like trying to be mad at what I'm saying. And as soon as I respond in like a witty way, they fold. Like there's someone like, You don't want a man, you want a slave. I said, yeah, I would love that. And he was like, well, I'm right here. You see how easy that was? You see how easy it could be for you if you...
Gentlemen, you must understand this, is that women like this, you must run from them like the plague. There's no winning with them. They will go back and forth with you to the ends of the earth, whether it's on their social media account or if it's in reality, in order to be right. There is no right with them. They're the only correct. They're the only accurate. Watching videos like this, while I will admit, makes my skin crawl because there's no women in my life that have behaviors like this, it's still necessary to do because it is always a gut check to understand the traps that they're laying. Notice what she said right there. When trying to disprove that she wasn't being an asshole in the first video, she then brings it to men bringing up violence when it comes to combating things that she's saying. What she's trying to do is position these men and men in general as violent people, thereby being a victim to her violence and placating to the disturbed women that watch her content. But then she backs it up by saying that she's not masculine, but also she's a girl boss that will fight you back. You literally cannot make this shit up. But on top of all of that, now she's looking in the camera with a pretend feminine voice, belittling you while giving false power to the women that watch her. This is some truly sick and dangerous shit.
You just shut the fuck up and listen. Oh. And then you have the third man who's like, yeah, I love that. That's so hot. I click at their page. They're so hot.
Those are the betas.
Masculine. It's confident in themselves, not arguing with women.
The trickery.
She's lying, it's fake.
Do you see the trend?
It's not real, baby.
It's like, if doing things that center around catering to a woman in your relationship bothers you, and you have no desire to cater to women in your relationship, and your entire relationship view centers around catering to men,
yeah,
you need to go date a boy.
Yeah. Oh, and on top of all of that, the shaming tactic.
Of course, you bring up the LGBTQ.
If you don't placate to the emotionality of the needs
LGBTQ
of
stuff,
the woman,
of course.
then you must placate to the needs of men. Watching videos like this, you can almost just plan for the type of shaming tactics that they always use. Yeah, this is a trauma-filled woman, obviously, right? Who's reliving her teenage years when the boys did not want to pay any damn attention to her, and now seeks revenge through social media likes and validation. And I think Kevin said it best in regards to this whole role thing.
Can you live in peace with a man? Can you submit to a man? Can you play the background?
When you say play the background, what do you mean play the background?
Play your natural role.
I don't think a natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world a natural wife is in front.
She's not in front, but she's beside.
No, she's not.
Why she's not, Kevin?
Okay, well, when a burglar comes, are you standing side? When somebody's coming to break in the house, are you side by side beside your husband? Or are you standing behind him because he's going to have to take the bullet?
And to be honest, continue. I'm standing beside my husband.
Then you out of place.
She's full of crap.
Why am I out of place?
Because we said so.
Oh my
Tell
God.
me how. Am I too masculine for it?
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Your place.
It's not masculine, it's petulant child energy.
Behind your husband, guarding the children.
So the average at best Big Back just got a response from a guy who she called gay after he challenged her position. He says, now I'm gay because I know how to lead my house. You creators just be talking to talk. Shut up.
Yes. Well, yes, Miss Boy, you are.
Miss Boy.
But also, I think y'all aren't women, so you don't get the humor in the conversation. But if you listen to the video,
listen to the tone, y'all, the condescending tone.
I listed as examples were just simple things that would make your partner happy. So you're telling me you're leading your household by ignoring the wants and desires of your partner that would make her happy.
It's crazy how much of a moron that she is and doesn't even realize it. Because he challenged your position doesn't mean that he doesn't listen to his woman in his household. Anybody who thinks that is a clown.
Sounds like you're leading her into a burning building where only you survive.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happens to women who don't use their voice.
They hate men.
We've all seen it. Taylor's old as time. You submit to that man who ain't showed you no leadership skills, who ain't led himself out of poverty, who ain't led himself into no rooms that you want to be in, who ain't led himself into no degrees, who ain't led himself into shit with a goddamn CD on the trailer.
Listen to how they see black men.
She's shitting on blue collar men.
When I
of course she's shitting on blue collar men.
I mean, it's my way or the highway. As it should be. That's how men move, ain't it? It's your way or it's not.
There we go. She let the cat out the bag.
You just need to be on my highway. You know how when the lane merge and the exit merge into the highway, you need to be merging. He who finds a wife, He
I
who
love
finds a
it.
wife finds a good
I
thing.
love
Fuck.
it.
I don't have too much. I don't have to yield.
I
He who
love
finds a
it.
wife. Y'all don't even read y'all
Hmm.
Bible. And that's why y'all going to
Wow.
hell
Hmm.
now.
First
I
off, shout out to
love
all my
it.
CDL savages. What they don't know is that many of y'all make over $100,000 per year, but don't let them know because you don't want them for dating options anyway. He who finds a wife finds a good thing, but you, ma'am, are not a wife. See, the biblical order is God, man, wife, and then children. But these content creators just go against the biblical order while citing religion
They
in
pick and
order
choose
to
what
gain
Bible
power
verses
or
they want to
not
pay
give men
attention to.
any power, while also supplanting
Hmm.
the idea that most men out there that are looking for women just ain't shit, don't know how to build shit, never was shit, and will never be shit, when that's actually not the case. By the way, oftentimes I see down in my comment section this idea of being off code, and I see people write this shit to me, but let me ask you one thing, and shout out to Dr. Umar, but what part of the code is this? When you have a ridiculously nailed, average at best woman shitting on men, and not shitting on any men, but a man that says that he can take care of his family.
We don't need it. And shout out to MTR. Shout out to MTR. Look, let me emphasize this. She tried to play logical. She was being condescending the whole time. Cool. She called the man Miss Boy. Once again, where are all you LGBTQ black men? Where are all of you LGBTQ black men who are friends with women like this, who purposely, knowingly use LGBTQ slurs as an insult to straight black men? Where are all of you who know black women to do that, doing that? Huh? Oh, I forgot. Y'all give them passes because it's different. Okay, fine. She calls the man Miss Boy. She finally gets to it. And that's how men move, right? Ooh, I knew it. And there we go. That's what it's really about, huh? Get back, cosmic get back. I said it. She's a bitter little broken 12-year-old inside, y'all. She's a bitter little broken 12. She's pretending like she's this stiff upper lip, you know, head up, chin up, got everything together black woman. She's broken. She's a broken little 9-year-old. A little resentful, bitter, heavyset, unattractive 9-year-old. That's what this comes down to. Huh? That's why I say let them talk. This is what Mr. Z is saying. And no, she's not being masculine. This is petulant child energy. This is temper tantrum energy. She's being a petulant child because she's relegated to the bottom of men. You think she could pull the type of men she finds attractive and desirable? At most, she could give them top. That's what they're gonna use her for, and she know it. Don't let women like this fool y'all, everyone. They can't deal with the reality of their own dating and sex life. They know they're relegated to the bottom of men. If she lucky, she could give her white boss some top after the Christmas party. If she's lucky. And her response to the environment and to the society treating her like the undesirable woman she is to play arrogant with black men. And yeah, the people that say if I can't be famous, I'll be infamous. That's her. That's what all that sassy stuff towards black men and prodding black men and pause right with the insults is. That's what that is. Where else is she gonna get attention? When this lady is walking down the street, which one of y'all are turning your heads? Who's breaking their neck for her? When she's walking through the mall, who's breaking their neck for her? Dear black men, dear men, who's breaking their neck for her? Where else she gonna get the attention from? So she comes on the internet and she talk crazy. Why Mr. Z could listen to because I read some of you guys' comments. Y'all don't know how I was able to listen to the LGBTQ brother from yesterday. Y'all don't know how I'm able to listen to women like this, and it doesn't get me too excited. I think Black Oo was correct when he kind of assessed me and was like, I come at it from an academic lens, and I think I do, and so it allows for me to not get too stressed out and not get too worked up. And to be honest, you listen to the people talk, you remember what country you live in, what environment you live in, right? The Western world, America, you're listening to Black people, and Black people are responding to the environment in a myriad of ways. A lot of it is maladaptive. So you have the LGBTQ Caribbean dude who has some type of bipolar by his own admission. You have the heavy set Black woman who probably ate herself to this. Then she's responding to not being desirable by trying to be infamous to the Black men who don't pay attention to her. The internet is all she got. If Donald Trump flicked the button tomorrow and there's no social media or internet for a week or two, what is she supposed to do? How else is she gonna get attention? Who else is gonna pay it? Them white guys ain't checking for this lady. Them Latinos they won't even urinate on this lady. I'm not even gonna mention Asian men, either South or East. Or sorry, Southeast well, South Asians and East Asians. Yeah, Mr. Z had it right the first time. I'm not even gonna mention the Asian guys. The Latino guys won't even urinate on her. The white guys, the bottom of the basement white guy, maybe. And even then, she has nothing else, Black men, but to attempt to antagonize you on the internet and on social media as some form of getting some type of attention from you. That's all this lady has. She's a heavyset, unattractive Black woman. She has nothing else. That's why this doesn't work Mr. Z up. We play clips like this as a response to decades of the Dr. Umar types and the FD types and the Kim Foster types, the Oprah types, pretending like women like this didn't exist in the Black community, or minimizing women like this and their impact in the Black community, and why Black men are responding to the environment both in and outside of the Black community the way they are. That's why Mr. Z plays things like this, and to also alleviate Black men of their stress of ending up with one of these weirdos reminding you it's not a figment of your imagination. You're not hallucinating. You're not making things up. They do exist. There are Black women who definitely sound like this, unlike how the rest of the Black community likes to portray it. Huh? They do sound.
Check me, boo.
Huh? They do sound like that. It's not a figment of your imagination, Black men. They do sound
If
like.
you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is.
They do. They do sound like this, Black
That's
men.
what men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
Huh? They do sound like this, Black men.
As a man, if you don't have house court job, don't look for a woman with house court job. And for the man that complain about women that do that, look for a man that has all three and they don't have all three. We can do that. We are women. You want us. You need us. Y'all want one thing from us. And mad because we boss y'all around because you're a fucking servant. You're a provider, right? You're a protector, right? You're a security guard and you're a goddamn assistant. Know your place. Stop being contradicting. And bow down. Because I'm sick of it.
And Saints says the internet is all she got. Women would be cooked without it. Many people, women in particular, women like these women especially, because outside of social media and the internet, they're not gonna get no attention from any man worth a damn. And even the men on the internet that these women would find desirable, they share these videos and laugh. That's what MTR is doing right now. They share these videos and laugh. If it wasn't for the internet and social media, these women would have nothing but their supposed friend circle. Thank you for being a friend. That's what they would have. That's all they have now, to be frank with you. In real life, that's all they have. Huh? So they fake like they're confident, but they're not. They fake like they're confident and strong. They're miserable. They're not. They're miserable. This lady is miserable, y'all. She's dying inside. No? And Jay Everything, I'm gonna read some of you guys' super chats. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Jay Everything says, D-Lo men love these types of females. Yeah, because there'll be a good beard. And to be honest with you, for the most part, especially as the dating environment has gotten wide open, it's really only those kind of guys that could deal with this. She could keep on saying, my ex was a man's man. And we broke up for other reasons, but he's a man's man. He's a real man. Ma'am, how's his finances? Ooh. How's his looks? How's he doing in life? He's a man's man. I'm not going to doubt it. Fine. How's he doing in life? How does his finances look? What's his credit score? Huh? What does he drive? Where does he live? He's a man's man. He could be. How well is he doing right now, currently in his life? Uh-oh. Men are the judge of that, to be frank with you. Huh? I like how she tried to do that. He's a man's man, but he does what I want. When I tell him to shut the F up, that's what he does. Yeah. Right? Sounds nice. And Jay Everything, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Inspired Truth says, wives are in short supply. Bruh. And you look at the marriage rate. See, the way it's framed is that the marriage rate is declining because we have all of these inept men. The men are dropping the ball. It's always framed like that. The men are dropping the ball. The men are not holding up their side of the bargain. The women have elevated. And so the women no longer want to marry the men. We never have a conversation about how the men are like, this is wife material, with a look of disgust on their face, just like how MTR was looking. This is who I'm supposed to marry? These are your daughters? That's why Mr. Z, shout out to BGS. That's why BGS says leave them on the lot. That's why BGS says send them back to the manufacturer. And that's why Mr. Z did a whole stream about that, send them back to the manufacturer. Because America's producing women writ large, but black women like this, and expecting what exactly? They don't, dear black men, they don't actually expect you to marry the women. That's the whole point. That's part of, I'll put on my tinfoil hat. If this is not depopulation, I don't know what is. We'll make the women insufferable. And y'all right, y'all did it. Y'all right, y'all got that. Y'all. If there's an A for something, y'all got an A for that. Because ain't nobody trying to do nothing with this lady. Huh? I don't know how you get an erection for this at all. At all. Looks wise or comportment. Huh? Shout out to all the guys who there's still a wormhole. Okay, all right. Whatever. Huh? As I said earlier, Mr. Z is not here to say who is irredeemable. That's not my place. But relationship wise, oh man, this lady, you can't do nothing with her. Can't do nothing with her at all. Send her back to the manufacturer, leave her on the lot, or send her to the white guys.
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shang Tsung, we got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
It's the complimentary book to how to date black women for white men, and that's a $4 value. And it's when Ed looked back at the camera. That's, bro. When I say that's hysterical, man, this need to go viral. Ed need to go viral off of that clip alone. And Ed got some quotables. It's hysterical and so accurate. Oh my god. Why? But it's the one thing that's a bit sad. We can't even shirk them off on other men. I listened to the incel stream one of those dudes did, one of the brothers did, younger brother did with the white guys. And he was pleading with the white guys to come get black women. He said everything. He was like, yo, the attitude they give us, they're not going to give it to you. I promise you. They worship at you. They want y'all. Mr. Z's listening to a black young man plead to white men to come get these wayward ass black women. They want y'all. And in the comments was lighting black women up. Remember, we're speaking about like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. This probably gonna get demonetized anyway. We're talking about incels, y'all. White male incels. Who said it? Was it you, Saint Cyr? One of the brothers said in the comments a few days ago. That's why they don't have no sympathy for white men, because unless they're super ugly or they're racist, if they expand their options out to non-white women, the women of color are going. Black women are definitely going. We know Asian women are going. That goes without saying. Huh? Man. So even when we try to shirk them off onto other non-black men, they might smash, but they're not marrying black women in any significant number. We already know this. Black women are the ones that are lying to themselves about their supposed loyalty. Huh? And that's why they end up being single forever.
Forever. Forever. Forever. Forever.
Huh? Doing their rose toy thing. Huh? Doing their Golden Girls thing. Doing their same-sex loving thing. Listen to when she said, I'm not scared of no man. I'm not scared. I'll be Lorena Bob and you even effing with me. Y'all, she's a heavy-set, unattractive black woman. Of course she got off on that conversation. She's getting some attention. When she turned that phone off, or when she log off the internet or social media and she walk out her door, anybody paying attention to that lady? Is anybody paying attention to her? Anybody of note, any constructive black man, any productive black man, any productive or constructive non-black man, who's paying attention to this lady? So of course you want to talk about violence and to rile black men up and to get black women attention and to get them on her side. She doesn't have anything else. Nobody care what this lady talking about, everyone. And Inspired Truth says, pretty until they start talking. You mean like one of these?
Are broke, and I choose to deal with you. I will belittle you. It is what it is.
Huh? You mean like one of those? The light skins? Or you mean like
when men used to protect, provide, and shut up?
You mean one of the darker skin? Either way, they eyedish or they're cute. They might be pretty, and then they start talking, and then they sound like, well, this again.
If you are broke, and I choose to deal with you. I will belittle you. It is what it is.
Huh? Or like this again.
I miss when men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
Huh? And thank you for the super chat, Inspired Truth. Thank you for the super chat. Huh? Keep which clip? Which clip? Which one you talking about? You talking about this one?
As a man, if you don't have house court job, don't look for a woman with house court job. And for the man that complain about women that do that, look for a man that has all three, and they don't have all three. We can do that. We are women. You want us. You need us. Y'all want one thing from us. And mad because we boss y'all around because you're a fucking servant. You're a provider, right? You're a protector, right? You're a security guard, and you're a goddamn assistant. Know your place. Stop being contradicting. And bow down. Because I'm sick of it.
Shout out to the brother G, wherever you are, G. G tell you whenever he tried to speak to his elders about the women in his life, his mother's age, his aunt's age, etc., they would shame G and his friends and whatnot. They would shame them. Man, that's your mama. Yeah, because those Steve Harvey ass men, they had to deal with a lot coming from black women. Don't get it twisted. Boomer and silent generation black women weren't a piece of cake either. But because for the most part, those boomers, silent generation, maybe the oldest of extra men, they're not in the dating scene. They're not single. They're not having sex with, for the most part, the women 35-ish, 36, 37-ish and younger, maybe 40-ish and younger. They don't appreciate that the dating scene is full of women, particularly in the black community, that sound like that young lady. Huh? They don't appreciate that. They don't appreciate that the dating scene sound like black women that sound like this.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately,
Huh? And Eric Denman, thank you for the super chat. And Eric Denman said, Mr. Z, keep that clip because I'm going to need it draft night. And that's why I played those two clips. Huh? And once again, Eric Denman, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. So when you speak to certain elders, if they're not tuned in, if they're not like Art New Style or BGS, right? Black Uru in the ilk, Beasley. If they're not tuned in, Obsidian, right? They don't really appreciate it. They just think it's natural, youthful angst coming from black men who might struggle a little bit in the dating scene. Nah, man, y'all let y'all wives or your baby mamas or your girlfriend raise y'all daughters, and y'all daughters sound like this.
if you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm giving up the idea like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was going to do anyway because it's my shit.
Wow.
I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you the man. Like,
on this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
The thing is, y'all want a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never going to be me. And it's fine if you a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not me. And I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like...
Listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
Y'all niggas will tell you like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah.
I gotta play to that part. I have to play her saying, "Who will shut the f up when I tell him to?" Yeah, huh? Where are all of you who reserve this way of thinking for men, black men in specific? Where are all of you, huh? Men feel a sense of power, dominating women, oppressing women, controlling women. What happened? That's a man thing, right? That's an XY chromosome thing. That's patriarchy. Yeah, what would you call this? We have terms: toxic patriarchy. There's no such thing as toxic femininity. There's no toxic femininity. There's toxic masculinity. There's no the toxic femininity. Y'all just saying that. Yeah, about that, huh? Oh man. And Nameless says, what's going on, Nameless? Silent Generation got that spirit directly from the Plantation Z, directly. It really needs to be understood how this is transferred. Technology is just exposing what was already there. Yeah, yeah. I agree. I agree. Right. And I'll keep that. I'll keep that clip. I'll keep that clip. Eric, for draft night. Right. And Guy Incognito says, "Let's be honest. Thirsty dudes create these women. Yeah, they if they don't create them, they definitely make it worse. Right." Talk amongst yourselves. And we're back, right? And yeah. Once again, Let's read this better yet. Guy Incognito says, "Let's be honest. Thirsty dudes create these women. I think they help to keep the environment the way it is. I don't know so much about create, maybe, right? But I definitely think if these women exist already, they allow safe space for women like the young lady that we cover in tonight. Well, today, right? Because you'll still validate her with sex. You might buy her something to eat. Y'all might chill. Y'all might do Netflix and chill. You go and cuddle up with her, right? And you just see her as a smash session. But yeah, no, I agree with you that the men that still do things with this woman, with her weight, with her attitude and demeanor, with her view of men in relationships, but excuse me, specifically black men in intimate relationships, you validate her way of thinking because women like this should be begging for the peen. Huh? Women like this should be relegated to non-black men for eternity because black men won't touch them. She should have to be in a same-sex loving relationship. And that's why when you meet certain black women, they're like, "Oh, I'm pansexual. I'm doing this and that," and you see them, you're like, "Oh yeah, I get it." Huh? You're not supposed to say that in polite company, but you know exactly why she's same-sex loving. Huh? So yeah, the men that still speak to these women on some type of relationship level, they still have sex with these women, they cuddle with these women, they do intimate things with these women, they definitely create the environment that allows for this woman to think that her way of viewing men, black men in specific, is okay and justifiable. It's justified. Huh? And she said it. She was like, there were men that were in her comments who agreed with her. I don't know how true that is. That were attractive. Once again, I don't know how true that is. But guys like that are who help to perpetuate this. Because let's be very clear. Just like there's a number of women who encourage women with the BS because they don't want to hurt their feelings, and they're encouraging these women into a lifetime of loneliness. Let's be very clear. They encourage these women into a lifetime of antidepressant pills. Huh? Just like there's women like that because they don't want to hurt the women's feelings, they don't want to hurt black women's feelings. So they'll encourage them with this BS, and that'll hurt that same woman in the long run. There are men like that. There are black men like that. They don't want to tell auntie that she messing up. They're not going to tell their girl cousin why she's been single for 7 years. So instead of doing that or even being quiet, they encourage her with the BS so she could continue that now road. And to be frank with you, most black men wouldn't even care if we didn't work with her. Goddamn. Huh? If she's not the lady behind the return line at Target. She's the lady, excuse me, not the return line, the return desk at Target. You want to know why she's sassing you and being mean to you with the resting bee face to you and being curt with you? Huh? Oh boy. Mr. Z is speaking about an environment that encouraged a certain worldview from black women that black men, up until recently, were stuck in a community with. If I put on my tinfoil kufi, my tinfoil hat, my tinfoil do-rag, it is a conspiracy to make black women as insufferable as humanly possible. And see what black men do with that. Because you can't expect black men to do anything with a woman that sounds like this. What can black men do with a woman that sounds like this?
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not going to do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm giving up the idea like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was going to do anyway because it's my shit. Wow. I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you the man. Like,
on this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
The thing is, y'all want a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never going to be me. And it's fine if you a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not me. And I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like...
Listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
Y'all niggas would tell you like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just like, do what
I gotta play it to that part because y'all gotta hear her say it. You have to see the look on her face, the arrogance, the bravado. Huh? I'm standing on this. This is what it is. When Mr. Z makes these arguments, I leave no space for doubt, bro. There is no questioning. Well, I think you're misinterpreting it. No, that's not what she said. That's not what she meant. No, you're taking it the wrong way. You're taking it out of context. Excuse me? The lady said what she said. She said how she said what she said. She said it how she meant it. And she said it in context. There is no way to misinterpret this. And this matters because these are your cousins. Oh boy. And your sisters. Ouch. Some of your mothers. Uh-oh. No. This is your next door neighbor. That black woman that been single for like 7 years, 10 years, 12 years. And every once in a while, there's some dude that you see her dealing with for a few months and then you don't see him no more. You see her dealing with some guy. Some guy be driving up to the house 11 o'clock at night when the kids are asleep, 12 o'clock, right? You see his car pulling up for 4 or 5 months, maybe 6, maybe 7, and then you don't see it no more. Yeah, for another year or two, then there's another guy. This is your next door neighbor, black man. Huh? We cover this, number one, because of the propaganda that was spread against black men concerning women like this for decades. Number two, to remind black men this is not a figment of your imagination. Number three, to remind black men to guard yourself against women like this. If she talks like this in your presence, she's not joking. She's not joking. She wants you to bow. Huh? It's easy to dismiss this one because she's not that attractive and she's heavyset. But there will be attractive women who sound just like this, right? There will be attractive white women, black women, Latina women, Asian women, definitely black women, because negative liberty, who sound like this,
Said if
right?
you are broke and I choose to deal with you, I will belittle you. It is what it is.
I miss when men used to protect, provide, and shut up.
As a man, if you don't have house core job, don't look for a woman with house core job. And for the man that complain about women that do that, look for a man that has all three and they don't have all three. We can do that. We are women. You want us. You need us. Y'all want one thing from us. And mad because we boss y'all around because you're a fucking servant. You're a provider, right? You're a protector, right? You're a security guard and you're a goddamn assistant. Know your place. Stop being contradicting. And bow down. Because I'm sick of it.
Just in case if there were any doubts, just in case we had any naysayers in the room, huh? Y'all give you a second. Huh? That's why we play these things. That's why we play it the way we do. Huh? Saint Cyr says, correct, Z. I saw a TikTok of a white chick saying she loves simps. They're all saying it just in different ways, some more direct than others. I get it. Black women, women writ large, due to second wave and onward feminism, they feel like they've arrived. They're earning, some of them are earning pretty okay money. They still want the provider protector part of men. Their inner hypergamy can't let it go. They just don't want you to wield any power. So they're just over. Some of them just have they do have the ovaries to just outright say it. Most women are going to try to weasel their way through though. But some of them are arrogant enough to just straight up say it. Look, man, I just want one of these dudes to provide, protect, and shut up. And so for the white woman that you're speaking of, she'll just say simp, and she'll just own it. I want a simp. I want a dude that has the status. He went to college or university. He has the degree. He has the looks. He has the pedigree. He has the money. He just doesn't wield any of that power in this house. I run it. It's mine. He's just here to serve. Simp. Huh? Some of the women are just outright saying that. Some of the women are going to try to recontextualize simp to say, so you're just calling men that take care of their women and they love women and they're nice and you're calling that simp. Some of the women are going to try to do that. Most of them are going to try to pull one of that. Huh? They're going to say you're calling any man that doesn't hate women and that wants to be a good father and a good husband a simp. And that's not what we're saying. And the women know it. They know what we mean by simp. If you know the term, any woman that goes against women is what, like, whatever, however that quote goes, the feminist quote, right? Like it's a sin to disagree with women, especially in public, especially concerning men. If you buy into any of that feminist nonsense, then you definitely understand what a simp is. You understand it. You understand the parallel. You're just gonna act like you don't. And this society will allow for you to do it. Huh? And Nameless is Z. That's Marxist revisionism. Remember, their concept is redistribution, true, but they do so from the view of a historically upper middle class white female seasoned with suffragette tactics. Oh, man, say that. Say that. Imagine, exactly, Nameless. Imagine speaking about redistribution in you upper middle class. Huh? Middle class, working poor, okay, that makes sense. Lower middle class, okay, that makes sense. Working class, okay, that makes sense. But you upper middle class talking about redistribution, you don't mean it. No? Exactly, Nameless. Exactly. And Detroit says, and thank you for the super chat. And he says, I'm getting too old for this ish. Shout out to rest in peace to Danny Glover. Right? Oh man. I'm sorry, y'all, my background. But yeah, we're back. Um, yeah, so that's all it is. This lady said what needed to be said. I played this for you guys. I covered this. Number one, once again, black men, it is not a
If you're
thing,
not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you.
right? I'm gonna play the first 2 or 3 minutes again before we end out, but I had to play that. The lady said what it was. To all of you who are looking at that marriage rate and you're panicking, you're looking at that birth rate and you're panicking, to all the elders who care about America, right? You care about black America, you genuinely, and you don't understand why black men, young black men, aren't quote unquote stepping up to the plate. What plate? Your daughter that ate everything off the plate. Goddamn Z, you ain't have to say that. You ain't have to say that. No, you want to know why these young men aren't marrying and taking on the responsibility of fatherhood and being a husband to your wayward ass daughters who sound like this? Well, once again, it's because your wayward ass daughter sounds like this. Huh? Wow. If you want to know why, right? And once again, Detroit, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. And we're too old for this. we, Most men are too old, especially the men in my spaces. They're too old for this. Ain't nobody signing up for this. The women are loud, they're obnoxious, and they're letting you know who they are and what they think and how they feel about men, right? And we're just too old for this. Once again, Detroit, thank you for the super chat. Like, share, subscribe, hit the super chat. Huh? And we're playing again. We're playing the first couple minutes again because we need to emphasize to everyone this is not a figment of your imagination. If you care about black people, if you care about black men, appreciate that black men are in a community with women like this. And as MTR said earlier, the like to view ratio is crazy. It has what 400 and some odd thousand views and 100 and some odd thousand likes. At best, excuse me, at worst, that's 1 in 4. At best, it might be hovering closer to 1.5 in 4 that liked the video, where the lady is saying essentially men must bow down. And we'll play it just in case those of you that think that Mr. Z is being hyperbolic. All right, here you go.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
Heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like I'm giving up the idea, like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was gonna do anyway because it's my shit.
Wow.
I'm the boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
on this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
The thing is, y'all want a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never gonna be me, and it's fine if you a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not me, and I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like,
listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
y'all niggas would tell you, like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just like, do what I want, and I'll be happy. I always tell niggas, I'm easy to please. You just got to do what I want.
Wow.
You just got to do what I say. And
hey, any doubts? Any doubts? Once again, fair use, fair use, fair use, fair use. Any doubts? She left no room for interpretation. Any doubts? Right? And yes, line.
Forever. 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 Forever.
Exactly, line. Keeping them single forever. And I remember that scene from Sandlot. When you sent it and I clicked it out, I chuckled a little bit because I remember. Right? Forever. Single black women is already a issue population, right? There's other issues that come from that. But for the most part, most black men don't care if women like this stay single. The problem is they spread that toxicity. They spread that toxicity. Once again, as MTR said later on in this video, the like to share ratio, or the like to view ratio, better yet. It's a problem. Huh? Oh, you said you didn't find no confirmation? I thought, well, I don't want to wish that on him. I don't want to wish that on him then. Right? And then Paul Wilson says, did you say RP Danny Glover? I find no confirmation on such information. I felt like I heard it. I felt like there was news segments on this sometime. It was last year, 2023, yeah. So if you didn't find, I don't want to wish that on him. Right? Let's not do that then. Let's not do that. I feel like I heard this before, and I feel like did I look this up? So yeah, let's retract that. I don't want to wish that. And it made sense to me because he is getting up in age. So yeah. Leonardo says she's corny. Those be the same chicks crying themselves to sleep. Pure cap. Yeah. Yeah, but we know for a lot of the women they're capping, especially for a woman like this. This is, once again, if you can be famous, you can be infamous. Huh? Okay, Saint Cyr says, yeah, it was rumors that to me, yeah, it was just false rumors circulating that he passed. He's still alive. Okay, let's not wish that on him. Okay, right. We'll retract that RIP. We'll put it back in the bag. Right. And thank you for that. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Paul Wilson. Because yeah, I thought he passed. I thought he passed. Right. Charles said, buzzing herself to sleep. You know she's buzzing herself to sleep. What else is she doing? You know she buzzing herself to sleep. Huh? All of that is inconsequential for the masses of black men. Why what this lady is saying matters is because she's spreading her toxicity, right? It's not, she's not even trying to frame it. And this is what women often do, right? Even black women. They try to frame it as some type of equality thing. The men are not trying to sign up for 50-50 or equal or egalitarian, right? This lady just straight up said, no, you're going to do what I say. Oh, you got to love it. By the way, this is what they really mean. Ooh. Huh? This is what the ladies really mean. This is what they actually mean. This lady just had the ovaries to say it, though. She just came straight up the middle and said it. That's why we cover things like this. And Trell says, and thank you for the super chat. Shout out to Z Blade Work. Hysterical. They really, I'm telling you, YouTube really be like, bruh, you ain't gonna make this money though? Look, we trying to eat. We trying to eat like this lady. Oops. You ain't gonna make this money though? Hey, does Wayne Brady have to, huh? Man. Great Dane said, these bras go through batteries like water. I already said they don't use batteries. It's gas powered. It is nuclear powered. Screw that. It's not even gas powered. It is some foreign entity that doesn't exist on planet Earth powered, right? That damn Rose toy is either it's diesel gas powered on top of that, right? You got to mine the asteroid belt to find the entity that Rose toy is powered by, huh? It's powered by the same foreign or alien material that a goddamn Gundam wing is powered by, huh? Ain't no battery power. Ain't no way. Batteries can't do it. Nuclear powered Rose toys, huh? And as they should. I want to be very clear, and I'm probably going to say this when I review a video that I want to review from Real Talk with Yanni also. The women got to fall in love with industrial grade plastic, huh? They have to. They have to fall in love with industrial grade plastic that's meant to frack their little red button. You have relegated yourself to that when you're insufferable to the masses of men. You either going to come out here and be the little sexual plaything for an average or above man, the come up, pun intended, for a below average man, the frenemy, sexual frenemy for a woman, or you in that industrial grade plastic toy you have in your nightstand are going to be real close friends. When you make yourself insufferable to the masses of men, black men in particular, that's what you relegate yourself to. Dear ladies, So you could tell us how love is love, right? You could tell us how love is love as you kissing on your girlfriend, when really it's because you look like this lady and you have the demeanor that she has, which is the same as that heavy set black woman. Better you know who I'm talking about, that had the bonnet on, and she was over here neck rolling, and y'all need to raise your sons better. And yeah, and then we find out she got a whole girlfriend. Yes, you better have a girlfriend, ma'am. You're a black woman in America. We know what America's built like. We know how America sees black people, black women in specific. You're a dark-skinned, heavy-set black woman with a horrible attitude, ma'am. You're gonna have a girlfriend. Which, you're gonna have a boyfriend? Especially an upwardly mobile one, and you supposedly graduated law school and you're an attorney, ma'am. You're gonna have a girlfriend. What else you gonna have? What, you think you gonna pull a upwardly mobile white man that's an attorney? Ma'am, if you don't get comfortable with your toy or your girlfriend, huh? That's what these women relegate themselves to, rightfully so. And pop them pills, those antidepressant pills, huh? Dustox, that's hysterical. Dustox is it's powered by vibranium, pun intended. Hysterical, huh? Those Rose toys are powered by vibranium. And once again, shout out to Trell. Shout out to Trell. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, Mr. Z out here walking our path. Huh? They said, get out here and make me my money. Yeah. Bureau, remember, toys are Keisha. Toys are hers. That's what they should call it. Toys are hers. Toys are Keisha. Yeah. Ain't no USB, Bureau. That's not strong enough. Huh? Powered by the same thing the goddamn Death Star was powered by. The Star Trek ship was powered by. Huh? Powered by the same thing the goddamn nuclear submarines powered by. Shout out to the black women who are insufferable and you relegate yourself to that life. Huh? As it should be. And Saint Cyricism, thank you for the super chat. Women are saying that it's their way or the highway, and not liking that we chose to go off the road with our all-terrain tires, and they don't have the lift kit and the Cummings to keep up. Goddamn, I deleted the damn video where the truck is off the road. God damn, my bad, Saint Cyr. I would have played that. I would have played that for you. My bad, huh? And that's what it is, Saint Cyr. This is their form of power. White, black, Latina, even some Asian women. This is their form of power. Now, how is this going to look post Trump's second term? That's a different question. But if things were to continue the way they've been going for the past few decades, we we should not have expected anything other than the women acting and sounding this way. This is predictable, huh? And you heard what she said on the second. That's how men act, right? That's how the men act, right? And it's up to men to show her, yeah, but you ain't us. First of all, I don't even know how much I agree with your framing, but fine, let's go with it. Okay, fine, but you ain't us. And Mr. Z believe in the double standards. And now what? Huh? And now what? Uh-oh. Isn't that how you men? Where is? Okay, you know what? Mr. Z gonna shut up. We gonna get to that, and I'm gonna turn it on. We gonna wrap this up in a minute. I gotta play it for y'all. I gotta play it for y'all, and y'all Prepare for the torture. Here y'all go. And once again, Saint Cyr, thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. But you're right. The women are saying it's their way or the highway. And that's essentially what she said here.
And listen, shout out to the MTRs, the women that are practicing true femininity. This is your competition. Fake femininity gurus trying to act like something that in reality they are not.
Based off my personality, I'm like, oh, that's so weird because nothing about my personality is masculine at all. I just use my big brain. I have a big personality. I'm bold.
And a big back.
That doesn't make me masculine. That makes me Alexis. And if you actually watch the video and listen to the examples I listed, bringing me flowers, not asking me to drive you when I don't like driving men, that's masculine, Miss Daisy. But those are two things that like
look at MTR's face,
around, like
hysterical.
catering to my desires and making me happy and what makes me feel most comfortable.
Oh, this is manipulation.
And this is the response that men are having to that.
No.
I didn't listen to anything crazy. I didn't say I'm gonna smack you upside your head, even though I might. I might. Some man say, oh, you need an Ike Turner.
She's admitting that she's violent.
You're gonna get a Lorena Bobbitt woman playing them games with me. I always find it so funny when men rebut women expressing their wants with physical violence. You will be in the dirt playing them games with me. I'm not scared of no man.
This is actually dangerous.
I'm not scared of no man. And there's 3 types of men in the comments. There's this one, betas posing as alphas. If you're only an alpha if there's no other wolves around, you are a beta. Oh my gosh. That is, I feel like that's not even rocket science. That's very simple. And then you have the men who are like trying to be mad at what I'm saying. And as soon as I respond in like a witty way, they fold. Like there's someone like, you don't want a man, you want a slave. I said, yeah, I would love that. And he was like, well, I'm right here. You see how easy that was? You see how easy it could be for you? If you
Gentlemen, you must understand this, is that women like this, you must run from them like the plague. There's no winning with them. They will go back and forth with you to the ends of the earth, whether it's on their social media account or if it's in reality, in order to be right. There is no right with them. They're the only correct. They're the only accurate. Watching videos like this, while I will admit, makes my skin crawl because there's no women in my life that have behaviors like this. It's still necessary to do because it is always a gut check to understand the traps that they're laying. Notice what she said right there. When trying to disprove that she wasn't being an asshole in the first video, she then brings it to men bringing up violence when it comes to combating things that she's saying. What she's trying to do is position these men and men in general as violent people, thereby being a victim to her violence and placating to the disturbed women that watch her content. But then she backs it up by saying that she's not masculine, but also she's a girl boss that will fight you back. You literally cannot make this shit up. But on top of all of that, now she's looking in the camera with a pretend feminine voice, belittling you while giving false power to the women that watch her. This is some truly sick and dangerous shit.
You just shut the up and listen. Oh. And then you have the third man who's like, yeah, I love that. That's so hot. I click at their page. They're so hot.
Those are the betas.
Masculine. It's confident in themselves. Not arguing with women.
The trickery.
Confident in themselves is following her. It's
not real,
following
baby.
to her.
Like, if doing things that center around catering to a woman in your relationship bothers you, and you have no desire to cater to women in your relationship, and your entire relationship view centers around catering to men,
yeah,
you need to go date a boy.
Yeah. Oh, and on top of all of that, the shaming tactic of being
LGBTQ stuff
to
again.
The emotionality, the needs of the woman, then you must placate to the needs of men. Watching videos like this, you can almost just plan for the type of shaming tactics that they always use. But yeah, this is a trauma-filled woman, obviously, right? Who's reliving her teenage years when the boys did not want to pay any damn attention to her. And now seeks revenge through social media likes and validation. And I think Kevin said it best in regards to this whole role thing.
Can you live in peace with a man? Can you submit to a man? Can you play the background?
When you say play the background, what do you mean play the background?
Play your natural role.
I don't think a natural role as a wife is in the background.
Show me where in the world a natural wife is in front.
She's not in front, but she's beside.
No, she's not.
Why she's not, Kevin?
Okay, well, when a burglar comes, are you standing side, when somebody's coming to break in the house, are you side by side beside your husband? Or are you standing behind him because he's going to have to take the bullet?
And to be honest, continue. I'm standing beside my husband.
Then you out of place.
Why am I out of place?
Oh my
Tell me how.
God.
Because
Am I
we said so.
for it?
Oh my God. Hell yeah. Your place is behind your husband, guarding the children.
So the average at best big back just got a response from a guy who she called gay after he challenged her position. He says, now I'm gay because I know how to lead my house. You creators just be talking to talk. Shut up.
Yes. Well, yes, Miss Boy, you are.
Miss Boy.
But also, I think y'all aren't women, so you don't get the humor in the conversation. But if you listen to the
Insulting
video,
your intelligence.
the things that I listed as examples were just simple things that would make your partner happy. So you're telling me you're leading your household
Partner
by
talk,
ignoring
throw
the
up.
wants and desires of your partner that would make her happy.
It's crazy how much of a moron that she
More
is and doesn't
partner
even
talk,
realize
throw
it.
up.
Because he challenged your position doesn't mean that he doesn't listen to his woman in his household. Anybody who thinks that is a clown.
Sounds like you're leading her into a burning building where only you survive.
Wow.
And that's exactly what happens to women who don't use their voice.
They hate men.
We've all seen it. Tale as old as time. You submit to that man who ain't showed you no leadership skills, who ain't led himself out of poverty, who ain't led himself into no rooms that you want to be in, who ain't led himself into no degrees, who ain't led himself into shit but a goddamn CDL and a trailer. Okay?
Wow.
Insulting blue-collar men.
When I said I'm
Evil.
bossy, I mean it's my way or the highway. As it should be. That's how men move, ain't it? It's your way or it's not. We can be on the same highway. You just need to be on my highway. You know how when the lane merge and the exit merge into the highway? You need to be merging. He who finds a wife. He who finds a wife finds a good thing.
So I had to get there so y'all could see the justification. The he who finds a wife, so Bible verses. There was a woman like this who called into Kendra G's show some months ago, and she was playing around with, I believe this about Islam and that. And once again, it's hopscotching, pulling out certain Bible verses, pulling out certain verses from the Quran or the Torah that you want to play with so you could throw it in men's faces to tell them to bow down, essentially. Right? So there's that. But remember what she said. That's what men do. Isn't that how men move? That's what I want us to really pay attention to. As I've said, as MTR said, this lady is just a broken 9-year-old. She's still mad. And that's why Mr. Z said, let them talk. Shout out to BGS. BGS will remember me saying this. BGS and Z had a conversation, and some of y'all might have been privy to it years ago. This had to be maybe even 3, maybe even approaching 4 years ago. And BGS was like, he kind of don't appreciate or doesn't understand why the younger women are acting like this. And I told him, when he said younger, he mean like really under the age of 40, maybe 45. And I was like, BGS, they still mad about who ain't like them in high school and in middle school. And BGS ended up having a conversation with a young lady out of like northern New York. That I was a part of that panel, and and she said something. And BGS asked her to kind of break down where she got this from. She says it started all when I was 15. I said, BGS, I told you, huh? Then there's the clip somewhere on Themis and Thaw's channel with Kim Foster in her 30s, I want to say, or late 20s, talking about. And she was tearing up, and she was like, when I was in high school, it wasn't just the black jocks that weren't checking for me. You know, I expected that. The black nerds weren't either. So I had to go to prom with a white boy. So there's that. Okay, so there go 2, right? We just heard Crystalline Karazin recite how high school was for her. Uh-oh. Huh? Y'all had Ostefco tell you, well, when I was 8, Ostefco was celebrating Will Smith slapping Chris Rock. She bought it to when she was, 8 years old? I don't think she said the 8th grade. If I remember correctly, she didn't say the 8th grade. She said 8 years old. These women be in their 30s and 40s. Still mad, still resentful, still angry, still bitter about not being desirable as minors. They're the ones running around here reciting Kendrick's A minor line. Ma'am, you're still angry about not being desirable when we were 12 and 13 and 14 and 15 and 16 and 17 years old. Minors. You talking about a minor? Man, we were minors. You're 42. You're 35. You're 32. You're still angry about not being desirable when we were 12. Huh? You're still trying to be the cool girl, the it chick, because you missed that boat when you were 16 and 17 in high school, and now you got a little bit of money, a baby Benz and a condo downtown, and now you feel like you're going to do payback on all the type of men and women that when we were kids overlooked you and didn't give you the ability to sit at the cool kids table. When we were 16 and 17, you loser. I just want you to understand, even though we're 20 something and 30 something and 40 something and 50 something, these women and even some men, because I don't heard some white congressmen say this, losers, are still thinking about not being the cool kid when we were 16 and 17. They're still thinking about the cool kids table 10 and 20 and 30 plus years later. Huh? They're still thinking about not being at the cool kids table. So this lady, I agree with MTR 100%. This is her way of flexing on men. As I said earlier, if it wasn't for social media and the internet, who would care what she got to say? We still don't care. I'm just using it to be like, hey, look, we right. She decided, I can't be famous, I'll be infamous. I'll antagonize you. That way I get some attention from you. When that lady put her phone back in her pocket or close her laptop and walk out that door, nobody cared what the hell she talking about. Not the white guys, not the Latino guys, not the Asian guys. They won't even urinate on her, and not most of the black men. And she know it in the back of her mind. She knows it. That lady is dying inside. Ain't nothing anybody gonna do with her except get some top and then slide off. Huh? And she knows it in the back of her mind. All that fake bravado and arrogant stuff, she know it. This the same thing. She just don't have the pedigree of a Kim Foster. It's the same thing, man. Steph Cole's the only one that walked into the building and gave you just a smidge of truth with the pretty privilege video, which she then deleted a year later or 2 years later. Huh? She was the old Chrissy was gonna keep on talking about colorism and featureism. Real talk with Yenny, it don't matter. She just gonna find ways to antagonize you. Now she talking about decent men. Paris Milan, same thing. None of them. And Paris Milan's not an unattractive woman. Yenny is not particularly ugly. But either way, they weren't gonna tell the truth. Look, my personality is trash, and I'm not changing it. So I'll just be single. The men that I find attractive, not dealing with me because I'm an asshole, and I'm gonna just be single. Instead of real talk with Yenny just admitting that she a little sassy, mouthy asshole. So much so, ain't nobody want to do nothing with her. Not the men that she wants anyway. Instead of her admitting that, she'll just say, oh, decenter man, and this is why I'm like this with men, and this is why I'm like that with men. And I can have any man. I can walk into a club, I can have any man. But it's me. Yes, ma'am, you're right. It's you. You're an asshole. If the YouTube you is the real you, you're an asshole. Huh? Same thing with this lady. And I wanted her to say it. That's how the men move, right? That's what the men do, right? Yeah. Oh, you dealt with a boss ass dude one time in your life, didn't you? And he told you what you were going to do and how you were going to do it, and you still resent him. And every man, especially black man. So now your get back is what, stepping on men that had nothing to do with that? Bullying men that had nothing to do with that? Ma'am, if you don't stay single for eternity, huh? Now you pretending that you strong and confident, you're confident and strong, but really you just a broken ass woman inside. You just a broken chick. A broken, fake ass, arrogant woman. Right? That's all it is, yo. That's all. Right? And Leonardo says, she'll the hard way. She'll learn the hard way, I think you meant to say. Yeah, she'll learn the hard way. They all do. They all do. And thank you for the super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, this lady, look, I don't think she's gonna learn. She's just gonna live her life, right? She's gonna live her life. But at the end of the day, it's inevitable how this ends up.
I am inevitable.
Right? It's inevitable how this ends up with her. Huh? And I don't know why I didn't play this earlier. The attitude she has is a response to the environment. And I get it. It's not fair. And she's not saying it's not fair and I'm gonna get back and it's get back time. She's not saying that, but that is what she's saying though.
Fair. That's not fair! That is not fair!
When she gave up the ghost, everything else was whatever. She gave up the ghost when she said, that's how the men move, right? That's what the men do. Ah, there we go. That's why Mr. Z says let them talk. That's why Mr. Z says let them talk. Let the women talk. Let the women talk. And her get back now for whatever didn't happen in college or in high school, and how she was yelling in high school and in college, and her inside, she was yelling how it's not fair that the cute chick was getting the attention from the guys that she wanted. She was yelling inside.
Fair. That's not fair! That is not fair!
Huh? She was yelling inside. Somebody play Usher, Let It Burn, please. Oh, she was burning inside. In high school, in college, she was burning inside. Huh? And now she might be a little stable. She's doing okay in life. And now it's get back time. She gonna be stepping on men, black men. I hear you, lady. Ain't nobody care about what you're talking about. If you don't stay single and enjoy your single life, huh? Be out there forever, ma'am.
Forever. 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 Forever.
Huh? And Dr. D says, it's my fault she wasn't popular in high school. That's what she's saying. It's you black men who elevated big booty Keisha, dark skin but big booty Keisha, cute face, big booty Keisha, or the light skin cute sister with the green eyes. You think she still don't remember I put money she still remembered the it girls from high school's first and last name. I put money she remembered their name. For all we know, she could be in her late 20s or early mid-30s. We don't know how old this lady is. However old she is, I put money she remembered the it girl first and last name. Huh? You want to know why she's acting the way she does? She is, better yet. You want to know why she's acting the way she is? That lady angry as hell. So, ending out, we gonna play this first 2 minutes again, and we're gonna wrap this up, right? So, fair use again, fair use. But here you go, yo.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you.
I think I heard that incorrectly.
If you're not gonna do what I say, I don't want to date you. There, I said it. There, I said it.
I heard it right.
Unfortunately, I do like men that want me to boss them around. I do. You're the head of the household, but I'm the fucking boss. You clock into the house, which is mine. Like, what do you mean? It's like, I'm giving up the idea like, yeah, you leading, but you doing what I was gonna do anyway, because it's my shit. I'm the
Wow.
boss. You just doing it first because you were the man. Like,
On this week's episode of Single Women Keeping Women Single, let's keep going.
the thing is, y'all want a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's never gonna be me, and it's fine if you a bitch that shut the fuck up. It's nothing wrong with that. That's not me, and I don't want to be in a relationship that requires that. And it's like,
listen, it's not that men just want women to shut the hell up all of the time. All we ask is that you bring peace. Judging by your behavior, you don't know what that means, so let me try to define it for you. Control your damn emotions. Whatever you're feeling at the current moment, just make sure that logic lines up to it before bringing it to my damn attention. If not, then you're wasting my time. If not, then you're more of a liability than an asset. If not, I will eventually tire of your bullshit and send you back to the streets from whence you came. Let's keep going.
y'all niggas would tell you, like, I like you for you, I love your personality, all the way until I get to telling you what the fuck to do. I thought you liked me. I thought you liked me. And that's why I can't let my ex go all the way, because that nigga love being bossed around. He's a great man. That's a man. That's a man's man at that. Who will shut the fuck up if I tell him to. Yeah. And it's just like, do what I want, and I'll be happy. I always tell niggas, I'm easy to please. You just got to do what I want.
Wow.
You just got to do what I say. And I'm pleased with that. And
Yep. So on that note, everyone, we'll pause right here. I had to play that again for y'all one more time. One more time, everyone. I had to play it for y'all, torture y'all with that one more time, just in case there were any doubts. Huh? We know in the Black Manosphere we have conversations ad nauseum about winter is here. It's not even winter is coming, it's winter is here, and how this environment is going to change. Women like this, I would suggest y'all leave them out there in the wilderness for eternity. Huh? Leave them out there forever.
Forever. Forever. Forever. Forever.
You got to leave them out there in the cold, everyone. Dear black men, I get it. Some of y'all gonna be tenderhearted. Some of y'all gonna be sad. You don't want to see her suffering. What do you think she's gonna do with you or to you? You think she ever gonna get her mind right? That woman is. You could save her. You could go out. You could swim out, almost drown. Drag her big ass back. Get her right. Get her fit. Find her a good, stable job. Make her stay at home mom, however it works. And she gonna cheat on you, she gonna beat on you, she gonna leave your ass. You can't do anything with this lady. It's not up to Z to say once again who's redeemable or not. I don't do the who's irredeemable. Outside of touching kids, I can't tell you who's irredeemable or not. But relationships with a black man, oh yeah, y'all better leave her for the white dudes. Y'all better leave her for the white dudes. And I'll end out with this. Shout out to Lion. I'll play this for Lion one more again. I'll play this for everybody one more again because we love this clip. But y'all better leave that lady for white dude. And shout out to Ed. Ed, leave her for who?
Mario, Jorge, Cartwright, Shane Song. We got a thrift store of leftover bitches. They're leftover because apparently it ain't enough niggas is worth a damn. Whatever. Point is they left over. We need you to come pick them up. No instruction manual. Figure it out. Sprinkle some white ice on it. Maybe, I've heard the white ice is colder. Sprinkle some white ice on it. It goes with everything. If you come within the next 24 hours, we'll give you a complimentary book on how to date black women for white men. That's a $4 value.
Yeah, hey, white dudes, Latinos, not black men, white guys, Latinos, Asian guys, Arab guys, Persian guys, indigenous guys, whoever the hell, y'all come pick her up. Black men don't want nothing to do with her. Huh? Sprinkle some white ice on her. All right. And on that note, everyone, y'all have a great, great rest of y'all day. We'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Yeah, go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. For the love of God, go touch some grass. Don't be like this lady trying to get your little feels on because you on the internet and you antagonizing people and that's how you feel some type of sense of power. That's all this lady engaged in. If she's not gonna be famous, she's gonna be infamous, attempting to antagonize Black men. Lady outside of the internet, and because Mr. Z does this, outside of the internet, nobody care what you're talking about, and you know it. That's why you're doing what you're doing on the internet. Huh? Go to one of those mixers, man. Goddamn Z. Huh? Go to one of them speed dating events so you could tell us how the men didn't show up. Oops. Anyway, on that note, like I said, we'll pause right here. Love, peace, and chicken grease. Y'all have a great, great rest of y'all day. Yeah, go check out other Black Manosphere content, other non-Manosphere content. Go touch some grass. Do not be the male equivalent of this loser ass lady. All right, y'all. Mr. Z out.